That was a recipe for disaster with FPX, with that Caitlyn down bot lane. They played it versus TT. It did not go well.
Yeah, just ignoring the crab here, looking for a fight instead. Needs to be careful though, because Milky Way, it's full HP in that brush. I don't think this is going to turn into a fight, but then again, I mean, if Milky Way finishes the recall, it's a big advantage for AL, which is on a knife's edge the whole time. As AL, I think, are just going to finish trying to push this wave in. He's trying to let his bot lane get the wave in. No, he's trying to find a kill onto life instead. Croco goes in. One more auto onto life. First blood, but at what cost? Because Doctor is free firing and answers. Milky Way charges forward, but goes wide on the swirl seed. The Croco, that's big damage onto Milky Way, and ZDZ has chunked as well. Milky Way down to 300 HP. A trap in the brush as the Gromp blocks the spear, but Care's in trouble in the mid lane, as here comes KL to set Shanks up, and there we have it, mid lane won again.
It has looked much easier for him, at least on the Lilia right here. A little bit of a faster clear, a lot more self-agency with the champion as well. He knows that Croco is busy over the top side of the map, so he is invading a little bit more easily right now, having some priority through any lane. And I feel like if anything, Life and Dokdam have been a ray of shining light for FPX. They have been the ones that have tried to get the team going. So Milky Way playing toward the bot side of the map feels a bit safer. Shanks again taking a huge chunk
fight in the jungle. Milky Way was going for the evade, but he's caught out. In the meantime, though, there's a kill, and Milky Way still survives. Hope now in trouble as Croco was put to sleep, and FPX winning this skirmish. This is what we needed to see, Croco.
But in the early game, and yes, you expect Jhin to fall behind into the Caitlyn, buys a BF sword in Dokdam's inventory of 1,000 gold. It's a whole how the tables have turned.
Great angle for ZDZ. Ala pops the Dominus, something ZDZ, or something Care, sorry, didn't manage to do earlier on in the series. Ala took another tower shot. ZDZ surely finds a solo kill. Beautifully done. ZDZ.
Ecstatic.
Yeah, very, very happy with the way that one's gone. No. Lane swap, though, to shut down ZDZ. In fact, it's not even a swap. Ala's here, too. And the FPX of hope flashed by ZDZ. He knows what's going on. This is in trade of what's happening on the bottom side. KL happy to tank up. There's the root. And the damage will come on through. Surely they finish the job here. There we go. Croco gets the kill. And in the meantime, Dokdam is just taking plate after plate on Caitlyn.
As we mentioned, the AD Ziggs right there, the Caitlyn, you definitely want to put her ahead, and that's exactly what FPX did. Milky Way played primarily through that bot side of the map. They got priority. That flash was never blown onto the Caitlyn. This is why Croco early on stuck around towards the bot side of the map, because if you take that flash away from Caitlyn, she cannot be as oppressive anymore. She has to play a bit far forward, but that was never the case. Dokdam with a very good 2,000 gold early game lead, and again, he was the guy, together with Life, to keep the game slightly alive, moving Caitlyn around the map to try and capitalize on those objectives. And this has been FPX's playstyle. They'll get a fed AD carry through the map, whether it's Care in the mid lane or Dokdam down the bot lane, and they'll transition them around to play for those skirmishes. Now, of course, AL here is not giving them any skirmish. They
gold up individually, and it's only getting worse as he collects yet more plates on the top side, denies yet more minion waves in that top side as well. I mean, he's 30 CS up on his lane opponent, and this tower will fall. That'll be the second tower before 14 minutes. Croco, though, moves up to this top side. Double TP here onto the Nidalee trap. AL want to punish. Dokdam cannot get away with this unscathed. And Shanks tries to move in. Ala takes a huge chunk of damage. Look at the damage from Dokdam onto the Croc. But there's only so much he can do. And Dokdam will fall. Life might be next as the root does land. Kael happy to tank up the tower. And a double for Shanks.
And it feels like the nameplates have turned around. This would usually be FPX trying to punish on an AL that's taking the entire map. On the map, he's been given a lot of resources. He's been pulled around for all those tower platings. You see as he's waiting right there for all those creeps to die before he takes down the tower as well.
Like, he's not really going to be the one carrying himself. We'll see if he can be that setup tool. Because FPX right now with a Herald as well, with 3 Grubs, with a Caitlyn this strong, they are set up to really take objectives.
As you can see though here, a little bit of a different flavor. You see that FPX is actually able to walk into these objectives because of how much pressure they've put on the other towers. Top lane tier 1 gone, bot lane tier 1 gone. There's a lot of darkness in AL's map right now, and FPX are capitalizing onto this to try and put some pressure on the neutral objectives. It feels like, again, ease of execution has come through for FPX. Now they're using how Doctum is in the lead to try and pressure the mid lane. Rift Herald gonna be popped in. That will be the last tier 1 tower remaining for AL, also going down, and this is going to challenge AL's control on the map.
Drake, they're looking for a second. ZDZ had his tank on the front line. This is going to be a full-on 5v5 as Shanks arrives on the play as well. Spear goes wide. The trap lands onto Ala. Dominus will keep him alive for a second. In fact, doesn't even get to use it. Nicely done, FPX setting up on the Drake. Get the trap, get the kill.
Cassante overextending is necessarily a mistake right here, because it looks pretty strong to me.
It does, but is he stronger than Croco, Kyle, and Shanks? He might be with Milky Way moving over and a TP coming on in. All out onto Croco as well. The spear is max range. It doesn't quite finish the job. Kyle takes a hit from Care. With the TP, it's enough to save Private ZDZ. I feel like AL are a team, you know, when we saw the 2 games between these... Never mind, we have no time to talk because Care has been caught. He just jumped straight at them.
What? Yeah, and Doctum's job right there is to set up a lot of those objectives and the choke points and stuff. Oh,
it's pretty hard to kill with that Unbreakable. Kyle, Unbreakable will as well. Kyle low on HP, put to sleep, and the swirl seed finishes the job. FPX set up a trap on the TP as well, so they might just have Croc for dessert. FPX, beautiful jungle play, and they send AL away.
I was about to say, FPX are looking for AL to walk into them when you aggress. The Caitlyn is not as potent as if you're walking into them onto the traps.
We'll have to see. Shanks trying to heal off of the Gromp in the meantime. We'll be able to do so. Maybe this time, when you're not fighting in the jungle into these traps, maybe this is your angle for the side of AL.
Ala is also looking for a flank right here. Care is blocking that one for him. Kyle on the other side again. When there's too many flanks, it will be an undernumbered group.
Ala in the backside of the Dragon Pit. Kyle looking for the flash over the wall. Ala pops the Dominus and looks for Milky Way here. In they go, and the Dragon is stolen. Croc in the middle of everyone, but Kyle's going to go down, and the Croc was taken out by ZDZ, so maybe a chance for FPX to turn this into a game and turn this into a series. They find 2, and they look to Baron.
Contact with a bunch of those targets, but now FPX, they've got numbers advantage. Croco is still in there, but they're going to have to make sure that he doesn't have access to the pit.
Health aren't that healthy for FPX, and Croco's in the area for a steal. Milky Way chunked out as Shanks is threatening on the bottom side. It's 3v5 in the Baron Pit, and the 3 win it out. Croco moves into the back of the Baron Pit as Kyle arrives on the scene, but Shanks is one-shot. Doctum turns it around as Kyle gets 3, and now the spine fight, and Milky Way wins those. FPX have woken up. They're here to play.
FPX played this team fight fantastically. Called by Hope right here, soaked up mostly by Life and ZDZ. And look at FPX, very patient. They pull back once all of the cooldowns were gone. They caught, oh my god, Doctum.
Yeah.
Absolutely destroyed Shanks.
Phenomenal combo there. Pushing FPX off of the Baron, that's a 1 play. But they had to push for more, didn't they? Ala.
Oh boy.
I mean, he's 2 levels down on Care. Care is well and truly in the game now. W's forward, but this time it's right.
Leave that confidence boost as FPX are pressuring all 3 lanes at once. Inhibitor tower mid, 2 waves pressuring on side lanes as well by Care and ZDZ. Perfect use of that Baron, not only the inhibitor, but every single outer tower remaining for AL, and 7,000 now gold in the lead for FPX. They absolutely needed this.
As FPX, they'll be able to finish this with ease. If there's one thing Caitlyn's good at, it's these Baron siege scenarios. Croco is hunting for spears. I think FPX know exactly where he is. Now FPX can muscle in as ZDZ's on a flank, but Kyle sends him away. Croco flashes to safety just about. Primal Surge keeps him alive, but Kyle has sacrificed his life to save his jungler. 2 inhibs down. And FPX, I think, are happy with the way that's gone. However, A reset came through and a TP's coming back in. FPX, they're not done just yet. They want to push us to 4 games in the fastest game of the series so far. FPX answer back for the crimes AL have committed in those first 2 games. The Phoenix is very much reborn.
These were some of the best highlights from today's 2024 LPL Summer Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.